Hello everyone, welcome to another video review. This is the Cang-Toys CY-MINI03 Firmini. Their Legends class take on a Divebomb from the, Predakons, the G1 Predakons. Go ahead and put this off to the side. I'm going to look at this really nice box, actually. It's very shiny. You can see, yeah, it's very reflective and stuff, and I'm not sure how well this is going to come out on film, but yeah, you can see his name barely, and, you know, Firmini, and ages 15 up, and their logo, Cang-Toys, and Chuang. Oh boy, probably butchered that one. But yeah, you got that. You got the nice pictures of the picture of the robot and alt modes there. On the side, you kind of have just nothing. On this, you have nothing. Here, you have nothing. Here, you have some copyrights and warnings. And on the back, you have, oh, look, another picture of the multiple modes, except kind of different. And also, it opens very fancily. And look, you get foam. Ooh, foam and like custom cutouts. And ooh, fancy. Very fancy. You also get a fairly detailed instruction book, although I will say some of the instructions are not exactly friendly just because what they tell you to do is not clear because there's a lot of rotations. It's hard to tell what they actually want you to rotate. You know, it's like there's multiple things here that can rotate. Which one you actually want me to rotate? So you have to kind of look at the next few steps and figure out what they want. But also you can see right here, yeah, the weapons and stuff will all combine, which would be pretty cool. Cause I kind of miss that. A lot of combiners don't do that anymore, and I kind of miss that. But it's so cool when they do. But anyway, Firmini. I can't remember, what was it? The Firmament was the name of the full-size version? Yeah, because the whole thing about this, Cang-Toys did a Masterpiece-esque scale version, very stylized version of Predaking, with all, including actually extra characters who didn't exist before. And they're also doing Legends class version, which is a little more simplified and also minus some of those characters. For example, in the original, on their version, on the large version, the feet are their own robots, but here they're just feet, mostly. But yeah, so this is their version of Divebomb, which, yeah, this one's been out for a bit, and I've actually had this one for a while. See, what happened was it actually fell behind something, and I didn't notice, and I kind of forgot about it and never reviewed it. I went, oh crap, when I also got the second one. So yeah, I got them at the introductory price of like $35, but now he's $56. So yeah, but anyway, same toy essentially. But go ahead and look at the detail, because there's a lot here. He's kind of a bit of a busy robot. He's very silent, but you can see, you know, a bit of a silver face with gold eyes. He's got a bit of a stern frown on there. He's got some really tiny tampos there, like, I think that's XT something. I can't see that from here. More tiny tampos. You got this really nice gold detailing and all that stuff. You got the gold, red, gold, and orange up in here and all that stuff. You got a little bit of black in there. All the line work again. More tampos and some gold and more tampos and just silver feet and the big, huge gold wings and everything. And yeah, it's a bit of a busy back end too, because yeah, there's a lot going on here. So yeah, it's a bit of a, you know, for a Legends class figure, it's a bit big, but it's also it's a weird thing because in many ways it's kind of simple for a Legends class figure. But it started off cheap, so it's cool, but now it's $56, $57. I was like, I don't know. Anyway, he does come with a couple accessories. So one is combined mode hand, which we'll get into in the combine mode. He has a sword, which again, like I said, will combine with their other weapons of the other figures, because there's going to be, I think, 7 now, because they're including the gorilla for the small version. Many people believe will be the 4th one released. Yeah, it can go into pan, and of course you got a big old nice rifle, which again got gold and silver and like black and stuff, and just like cool looking. I don't know, like tubing and stuff. Just looks very powerful. And it looks like a 4 barrels or 5 barrels, however you want to see that. Count that, and again, pegs in his hand, no problem. Which again, it looks a little over. They both look a little oversized, but then again, I guess the Predakons don't do things halfway, do they? So yeah, it's a pretty cool looking, very stylized. Not if you want G1 accuracy, you're not looking at these guys. So yeah, if you're okay with a stylized take on the Predakons, then well, here you go. This is pretty cool looking. Yeah, I know I'm not getting the full size version. I didn't want it. That's fully finished and out now. But I thought about it. But they're very expensive, and it's a big, huge Predaking, and I'm like, I don't know if I want to actually. Yeah, it's just one of those things. But I'm okay with getting. I'm totally okay getting the small version here. So, yeah, I wasn't feeling the idea of just getting a big old masterpiece, super stylized. But also, there's not just 6 members. There's not like 8 members or something like that, depending on what, or Actually closer to 9 members, I think, in that group. So yeah, no, that's right. Okay, Predaking's, man, Predacons are 5 Predacons. Yeah, there's 5 Predacons. There we go. It's 5 Predacons normally. The Legends version adds a 6th. The Masterpiece one adds a 6th, 7th, and 8th. And I guess 9th and 10th if you want to count the little crab hand guys, which is kind of an idea, but it doesn't apply here. But anyway, yeah, looks good. And of course, posability, you got a whole bunch of stuff going on here. You got his head on a ball joint, so left and right, and well, you got this hinge as well, so you got up and down. I think it's a ball joint. Yeah, you see that as a, yeah, it's a ball joint. You can see there's a waggle. It's a little stiff, so I wasn't sure, but also got ball jointed shoulders, so you got full rotation, although wings can get in the way of that. But you got full rotation. You got outward here. You do have this, can adjust how you want that. You do have a bicep swivel, which is a little stiff. Elbows, it is double jointed, so yeah, you got actually getting this weapon out of the hand. You do actually have a full curl right there. His wrists are on swivels as well. I think I thought they were on swivels. Yeah, they are. They're just really tight. Ow. Ow. Yeah, they're very tight, but they're there. He does have a waist swivel right there. It's a little kind of impeded because of the bulk, but he does have a bit of a waist swivel. There's also another swivel above here. He also has an ab crunch. You see that? There's also a swivel above the ab crunch as well, but yeah, it's a little more difficult to engage. These hip skirts can get out of the way individually. You know, you can see that they get all do individually. And these are multiple hinges. You can get those out of the way. But the hips are on ball joints. So you got forward, about that far. If you get the knee out of the way, back is very inhibited by this stuff. Although you start moving stuff out of the way, you can get the knee pretty far back. Or not knee, leg, hip. Man, I am just out of it right now. Outward, you got that far. You got a thigh swivel. Knees, you get actually not even quite 90 degrees. Unfortunately, there's at least on this leg, it's all there is. Just yeah, there you go. You have to kind of squeeze things past. Then you get 90. But yeah, I have to squeeze it past to get that. So just came unclipped. There we go. Clip that back in. And down here at the feet, you do have a swivel. You do have, and it's also ball jointed, so you have tilts side to side. You have forward and back a bit, and also the hinge. Not that hinge. That's not supposed to. You have that hinge as well. That can go forward and back. And the toe can go down, and the heel can go down as well. And there you go. That's that posability for the robot mode stuff, except for, of course, as I'm kind of ignoring a bit, the wings. Oh boy, the wings. Okay, so wings, there's a lot going on here. So, first of all, they actually come separate in the package. They actually can attach right here. They have to, because they come off for Predaking. But yeah, they just kind of peg on right there. So you have that as a swivel. You have this swivel right here. Whoop, that just came off. Yeah, those like to come off real easily. But you have that swivel right there. Which way is it supposed to attach? It is this way. That. Okay, there we go. Anyway, you have this swivel right here. You have this thing. There's a hinge here. These are on hinges and can flare out as well if you want, although that's mostly for bird mode. That's another hinge right there. This is a ball joint, which has a nice cut so you can go up and down, and this also lets it rotate right there. You have another hinge right here, right there. You have another hinge right here, and you have this. All these separate wings can splay out, on these hinges, so you can get a lot of stuff going if you really want to. Although this kind of have to work around the fact that some of this stuff is going to bang into each other while you're doing this, but yeah, there's a lot going on. Yeah, they kind of recommend to just kind of have it all folded up kind of back here like this, just to kind of get it a little bit out of the way. Bonuses can help it kind of, these wings like this can kind of help also keep them standing. There you go. That's the robot mode. Looks real nice. Yeah, it looks real nice. The other thing is, I would say he's got some good degree of articulation, but the problem is, like, sometimes he kind of gets in the way of himself, particularly because of the wings, which you can remove if you want to, but, you know, just looks cool. Yeah, he just kind of, his own sculpting kind of somewhat gets in the way a bit. It's not the end of the world, but it is something to be mindful of. Just, yeah, his own sculpting get a little bit in the way. But, comparisons real quick. Just got a couple because, yeah, I'm just going to do some Legends scale comparisons. Some other Legends Combiner guys I have. Here's Wild Rider, or Magic Square's version of Wild Rider. I don't remember what his real name, his Magic Square name is, but yeah, the Magic Square version, just to give you an idea, he's significantly taller than him. The Iron Factory Brawl. Again, just another, just to give you another manufacturer. Again, bit taller, but he's kind of chunkier, well, minus the wings. And Magic Square's Mixmaster, because, you know, they're larger combiner. But yeah, this guy's a bit taller than him. So yeah, just give you an idea there. That's a thing. So he's pretty comparable, maybe bigger than a lot of them, but, you know, not as big, not the biggest. So there you go. That's the thing. So real quick for transformation, we're going to transform him into bird mode first, because that's kind of how the instructions go. First thing you want to do is take this, open this chest piece up and rotate the head in there, and then close it back up like that. Deal with that. Get these out of the way a bit so you can get this up and around and over. This will come over top where the head was, and then you rotate the bird head at the neck right there. The hands, you want to go here, or to get the hands folded away, you want to go ahead and open up the these side panels, rotate the hands inward, and then close those back up over top. They'll tab in like that, and then bring the shoulder piece down like so. Just straighten out the arm and bring that shoulder piece down. And so open up this panel, rotate the hand in, so. Close that up, tab that in, and then straighten the arm out and make sure to bring the shoulder down like so. The wings here, you want to kind of get those, yeah, just start getting those out of the way. You're going to want to start splaying those out, get those out of the way. Bring the arms up like this. Yeah, bring those arms up. And take the wings and bring them out on these. Yeah, bring them out on these hinges, and also kind of want to rotate it like this just for clearance. Bring them out on those right there like that. Then you get the arms here, you want to bring those back like this. Clearance is a little tight. We bring those back. And right here, you can see there's tabs right here and here. They'll go in those slots. And then these tabs right here will go into those slots on the back of the waist. And that'll lock it into place. I'm just going to be a bit of an angle too to do so. So like that. That's going to look like that when it's all tabbed in. Same thing on this side. Like so, there we go. That's all tabbed in now. And then you can take the wings and bring those back up like this. Or actually rotate them like that, I believe. Yeah. Rotate the wings like that. They look like that. Then down here at the legs, you just go ahead and rotate the thigh swivel 180 degrees. And then rotate the knee. Make sure, again, not to... Yeah, rotate the knee like that. Then rotate at the foot, like so. And sometimes these like to come undone in the process because, yeah, they're not the most secure tabs. And also, yeah, I can take this thigh, rotate that around, and bend that at the knee, like so, and bring that up, and then rotate at the foot, like so. Right here, you want to take the tail feathers and spread those out, and of course, get this, fix that. Probably want to bring that. Don't want to bring that back as a thing, because then it looks weird, unfortunately. There we go. And then we spread those out and get that all dealt with. Probably don't have to bring that all the way up. Yeah. So. So, adjust the feet how you like. And there you go. That's the bird mode, which it's a fairly simple transformation, which is one of those things. It's simultaneously a drawback and like also a like. It's like simultaneously for me a drawback and a strength because it's like it's weird. It's like that's it. Yeah, that's it. But I kind of get to that point. It's like that's all you did. And like it's like it makes sense. I mean, the bird looks okay. I guess it's one of those things where it's like the bird looks all right, but it really does also look like it's just a kind of it's a robot just kind of hunched over a bit. But that's kind of Divebomb's kind of always been like that anyway. So yeah. But, it's still really impressive wingspan. It's pretty much most of the same articulation. The knees are backwards now, but the feet work the same. The wings all work the same with display and everything, which can look really majestic here when you display out the wings and stuff. So you can really do some really cool looking poses with this thing. Just get those wings. But everything pretty much works the same, except for the head here. There's like a hinge here. This likes to come undone, unfortunately, in my experience. It doesn't really like to seat properly. As you can see, there's a very significant hinge here for the bird head. And then also the bird head is also on a ball joint, so you got that and up and down and side to side and side to side and all that rotation, and that can open like that. So yeah, pretty much the same articulation, just the bird head just changes things up a bit. And that's stupid. The arms, that's my big annoyance is the arms really do not like to stay tabbed in on the back, at least on my copy. I'm not sure if that's a common issue or what. So pretty good looking bird. I'm not going to do comparisons really in this mode because I don't really have any Legends figures that can really compare to this thing because it's so different. Yeah. Use some stuff here. So go ahead and get him to combine mode. And then, so first thing there, what you actually want to do is actually just get the wings off. So they just slide off on that. Slide those off and they'll put them off the side because we're going to reattach them to Predaking's back at some point in the indeterminate future, whenever the full set's out, particularly Razor Claw. Or whatever they call their version of Razor Claw, I don't remember. You're going to have to put those outside. They're now useless. So the bird itself. First thing I want to do is just kind of take those and collapse it back up together like that. Get the arms here and get those back where they were a bit. Get those up. Now here, that's what you want to do here is there's a little tab thing on the bird beak, and there's a little notch here on the chest. You want to bring this down such a way that notches in like that a little bit. It's not really secure, it's just kind of a soft point to put it. Take the arms here and you just want to collapse this up. There's a slot here and a tab here on the forearm. You're just going to go ahead and bring those together and bring these up, and there's a tab here which will go into this little slot here, so like that. And again, same thing, slot and tab right here, and then bring this up, and then this will slot and tab right there, and that's the upper body mostly done. And down here, what you want to do is straighten the legs out here for a bit. And then right here, what you want to do is, not straighten out. You want to make this bent. And then right here, push on this, and now untab this. And this will let you bring this down. And you want to bring here, right here, there's a tab on the back of the bird foot, and that will go in this lower slot on here. Like that. And you want to fold this up like this. It'll go over top of this part, right? You want to look like that. And then right here, same thing. Press that down so then this can unfold right there, and then bring this up, and this will on this hinge, and this will go into that lower slot. It's supposed to, it's a bit stiff. Get that slotted in right there, and then bring the foot and bring the whole thing forward like that. Looks like that, right? And then go ahead and bring these together, and they'll just peg in together if you get it all lined up properly anyway. Those all peg in together like so. Make sure it's like that. These right here, the side skirts, you'll bring them down. There's a double hinge. You want to bring them down like that. And bring this down like this. And right here also, make sure I'll straighten out, because there's tabs on the tail feathers, which are going to go into these slots right here. So you want to make sure those are all nice and lined up properly too. And get that all tabbed in right there. And that will really help lock everything in place down below. Now, this might have come undone a bit too when you're messing with stuff, but yeah. That's got squared away now. What you want to do rotation-wise, there's a little rotation joint, and that's one of the elbows too. You want to, let's see which way. You want to actually, there's a little slider right here. You want to slide that like that. And then, let's see, because depending on how if you want to do left arm or right arm. In the cartoon, he was usually the right arm, but in the toy, I've noticed a lot of stock photos show the original toy, they say it was the left arm, so it looks like they kind of packaged him, so the instructions show him being left arm. So what you want to do there is, this would be the left arm, so you want to rotate this direction, like that. This part right here, and there you go, that's one thing. And then finally take this peg and pull that out, and that will be, you know, eventually peg into the main body at some point or another. Finally, you take the hand here. It's a little sliding clip thing, and you can see how it's oriented, and you want to slide it over right here. This, so they get the wider end is coming into this like this, and you slide it down like that. And you can rotate it, yeah, however you want, and there you go. There's the complete arm mode. And if you want them to be, you know, the right arm, doesn't take much, just rotate this around the other direction. And then you could also, cool thing is this is just simple, you know, that's a ball joint, so just pop that out and pop it in. And there you go. Now it's the right arm. So there you go. The thing is, the combine mode mostly works. The thing is, some of these tabs I wish worked a little better. Some of this stuff is not super secure, like particularly the arms here. The legs right here, the bottom portion is pretty dead solid. Actually, surprisingly solid. You know, when you think about it, it's like, yeah, bottom portion here is actually really solid. It's the top portion where stuff just does not want to stay tabbed in, so that's a little disappointing, but I'll get into articulation when the combine mode is, whenever the hell that's done. But yeah, it's bottom part, nice and solid and secure. Everything feels nice and secure down there. The top part, everything, its tabs are very much guidance tabs, and doesn't stay together very solidly, and just not so great, honestly. So, you know, it's mixed bag here, but it does look good. It does look like a nice, it does look like a nice overall combine mode, and this actually surprising considering it's just a rail, rail slot system kind of sort of thing. Actually holds on pretty securely. It takes a bit, but yeah, pretty darn good arm mode overall. And yeah, I'm not doing comparisons in this mode. Comparisons will be when when I get the full combine thing, and then we'll do full size combiner comparisons. My understanding is going to be fairly good size for a Legends class combiner. So, should you get him? Well, that's the thing. Okay, one, are you okay with a stylized Predaking? If you're not okay with stylized Predacons, this is not going to appeal to you in any way. You're kind of have to sit here and wait for a more traditional looking G1 Predacons, I guess, because these are very stylized. The other thing is, yeah, it's at US stores, he is kind of spendy. $57 now. It used to be $35, but now it's $57. So a bit of a spendier figure for a Legends class, particularly since, let's be real, I'm going to be honest, but his transformations of a lot is fairly simple. He's he is a good size, to say the least. I mean, particularly with the wings and everything. The wings really add to his total size, but it's still a lot of money for a one Legends class figure. So it's like, Although, I'm seeing some of the prices like Magic Square stuff, for example, I'm seeing it like Chosen Prime getting like up in the $70 range for a single figure. So Legends are getting expensive. But it is a pretty solid thing. It's my other thing is it got a very simple transformation, which both is a good thing and a bad thing. Some of the stuff, it feels like it doesn't tab in as well as it should, but it looks pretty cool, and it mostly works. And yeah, so it's one of those things. If you see this and you see that stylization, you really like it, you might want to go ahead and check it out. Although you might want to try to find a cheaper place than a domestic retailer, perhaps like Cho-Z or whatever. I believe they sell for a bit cheaper. So just an FYI on that. But looking like, for the most part, these limb bots are at least going to be costing like $56, $57 a pop. So yeah, it's going to be kind of spendy after a certain point. But I do like it. I just wish it could have been just a couple things, particularly that upper body and uncombined mode. I wish tabbed in much more solidly. So that's a little unfortunate. But yeah, it's for me, it was easy. Yeah, at $35, yeah, no brainer. At $56, I'm a little more hesitant. It's like more very much like, yeah, you might really want to make sure you know what you're getting into before you buy this one, because it's definitely gonna be heavy stylized and all that stuff. So there you go. A lot of rambling for. I hope you figured out from this review, if you haven't already bought it, if you're gonna get it or not. So there you go. I hope you found this review informative and entertaining. I hope you like, comment, subscribe. Check out my Twitter, I'm at Nemesis Prime 1. Check out my co-host.org/Nemesis-Prime. Check out my coffee, my Patreon, and I shall see you next time with another video review.